Hello and welcome to our today's class. Our topic is Introduction to Data Visualization, which is an essential skill in today's data-driven world. Whether you are a data scientist, a business analyst, or simply someone who deals with data regularly, the ability to present data in a clear and effective manner can make a significant difference in how your insights are understood and acted upon. So today we will explore the basics of data visualization. So why it matters and how we can harness its power to tell compelling stories with your data. We'll look at various types of data visualization for simpler bar charts, from simpler bar charts to more complex visual tools like heat maps and scatter plots. We'll also discuss best practices for choosing the right visualization for your data and your audience. So let's get started. So as we move forward, it's important to understand why data visualization is so critical. So it simplifies complex data. It allows us to take complex data sets and present them in a way that it's easier to understand. By transforming raw numbers into visual formats like charts and graphs, we can quickly grasp the meaning behind the data. Then it identifies trend and patterns. When data is visualized, trends and patterns that might be buried in a spreadsheet become clear. So this capability is crucial for recognizing opportunities or addressing challenges that might not be apparent at first glance. Third, it enhances data interpretation. Visualization aids in interpreting data more effectively. By presenting data visually, we enable ourselves and our audience to make connections um, um, and draw insights that would be difficult to discern through raw data alone. So, fourth one, supports decision making. In business, timely and informed decisions are key to success. Data visualization supports this process by providing clear insights that decision makers can act upon quickly and confidently. Then, lastly, it increases engagement. So, visual content is inherently more engaging than text or numbers alone. So, it captures the audience attention and makes the data more memorable, which is essential when you're trying to communicate important information. Like if you if you say, when we read a book, we are just reading text. But for someone who like to read the book, it's different story. But in general, if we read a book, or if we see it in a movie or in a visual representation instead of reading the text, in general, that way we memorize the thing more clearly. The vision is more clear than reading the text, right? So this is how it is. So these reasons collectively underline why mastering data visualization is so valuable. As we so we'll see more. Other than these points, there are more points we can also learn about those. So now that we have covered the reasons why data visualization is so important, let's dive into some of the key concepts you need to understand to become proficient in this field. So, types of data. There are two types of data. First of all, to create effective visualizations, it's essential to first understand the types of data you are working with. Data generally falls into two categories. First is quantitative, and second is qualitative. So the quantitative data is numerical data that can be measured and compared, such as sales figures, temperature readings, or time intervals. And on the other hand, qualitative data, also known as categorical data, this type of data is descriptive and often non-numerical, like customer feedback, color labels, or product types. So next is visualization types. So once you have a grasp of the data types, the next step is selecting the appropriate visualization method. So these are some of the visualization methods. First one is bar charts, which is useful for comparing quantities across categories. Line charts, ideal for showing trends over time. Then pie charts, which is best for illustrating proportions within a whole. Then histograms, effective for displaying the distribution of a dataset. Scatter plots, great for showing the relationship between two variables. And heat maps, which is useful for showing data density or the intensity of occurrences. Then lastly, geographical maps, which is essential for visualizing data that has a special component, such as cells by region or population density. So understanding these key concepts allows you to select the right visualization tool for your data and your audience. It's not just about presenting data, it's about choosing the right method to tell your story most effectively. Okay, so now it is very important to understand the principles of effective visualization. Creating a visualization isn't just about throwing data into a chart. It's about making sure that the chart communicates your message clearly and effectively. Here are some key principles to keep in mind, which is first is clarity. Your visualization should make the data easy to understand. This means avoiding unnecessary complexity and ensuring that the message is clear at a glance. As the examples on the slide show, a cluttered chart with too much information can confuse the viewer, whereas a clean, simple chart conveys the data more effectively. Then accuracy. It's crucial that your visualization accurately represent the data. Misleading scales, cherry-picked data points, or poor labeling can all lead to misinterpretation. So always double check your charts to ensure they present the data truthfully and without bias. Third is efficiency. So efficiency in data visualization means that the viewer can quickly grasp the key points without needing to spend too much time deciphering the chart. We have to choose the right type of chart for your data and ensure it's easy to read. For example, a bar chart is often more efficient for comparing quantities than a pie chart. Then lastly, aesthetics. While clarity and accuracy are paramount, aesthetics also play a role in making your visualizations more engaging. A well designed chart with appropriate colors and fonts can draw in the viewer and make the data more appealing. However, it's important not to prioritize aesthetics over functionality. Um, Beauty should never come at the cost of clarity or accuracy, right? So, first, you have to make sure your data is clear, it's accurate, it's efficient. Then you will come to aesthetics. So, so by like using those principles, you can create visualizations that not only convey the data effectively but also inform your engage and inform your audience. Okay, so now we'll see the common visualization types with the pictures and an example so that it will be more clear for you. So first of all is bar charts. So a bar chart represents categorical data with rectangular bars where the length of each bar is proportional to the value it represents. So if we see an example, imagine a bar chart showing the number of books read by different individuals in a month. The categories like individuals are on the x-axis and the number of books is on the y-axis. Each bar's height corresponds to the number of books read by a particular person. So if you see on the pictures and try to relate to the example, that will be more clear for you. Next is line charts. So a line chart displays information as a series of data points which called markers, which connected by the straight line segments. It is typically used to visualize data trends over time. So if you see the example, consider a line chart showing temperature changes over a week. The x-axis represents the days of the week and the y-axis represents the temperature. The points on the chart are connected by lines indicating the temperature trend throughout the week. So if you see here, we have this a picture of the example. So next is pie charts. A pie chart is a circular statistical graphic divided into slices to illustrate numerical proportions. Each slice represents a category's contribution to the whole. So imagine a pie chart showing the market share of different smartphone brands. Each slice of the pie represents the percentage of the market held by each brand, with the whole pie representing the total market. If you see here, like 15%, 16%, 20%. So it's we have like Samsung, then other brands and market share, all these in as a slice, and the whole pie is the total market. Well, histogram. A histogram is a graphical representation of the distribution of a numerical data. It is an estimate of the probability distribution of a continuous variable. So consider a histogram showing the distribution of exam scores among students. The x-axis represents score ranges bins and the y-axis represents the frequency of scores within each range. The bars indicate how many students scored within each range. Scatter plots. A scatter plot displays values for typically two variables for a set of data. The data is displayed as a collection of points where each point represents the value of one variable plotted along the x-axis and the value of the other variable plotted along the y-axis. So here a scatter plot showing the relationship between hours studied and exam scores. So the x-axis represents hours studied and the y-axis represents exam scores. Each point on the scatter plot shows how many hours a student studied and the corresponding score they achieved on the exam. Heat maps. A heat map is a graphical representation of data where individual values are represented as colors. It is typically used to show the magnitude of a phenomenon as it varies across two dimensions. So if we consider this heat map, which showing the correlation between different variables in a data set, the x-axis and y-axis represent different variables, and each cell in the matrix shows the correlation coefficient between the variables. The color intensity represents the strength of the correlation, which with darker colors indicating strong correlation. So last is we have geographical maps, which is a visual representation of the Earth's surface or a part of it. It is showing physical features as such as mountains, rivers, and cities, or data that can be geographically mapped, such as population density, climate zones, or political boundaries. So see this example, which is showing the population density across different regions of a country. The map uses different colors to indicate areas of high and low population density, with darker colors representing denser population. So if you see inside the map, the darker colors represent more denser population. So yeah, so this is how we can have we can visualize our data using these common visualization types. So now that we have covered the types of data, let's discuss the tools you can use to bring your data visualizations to life. There are a variety of tools available, each with its own strengths and unique features. So here's the overview of the most popular ones. So first of all, if you see Microsoft Excel, which is one of the most widely used tools for data visualization due to its accessibility and ease of use. It offers a range of chart types, including bar charts, line charts, pie charts, which can be easily customized. Excel is also particularly powerful for smaller datasets and quick visualizations, and its integration with other Microsoft Office tools make it a convenient choice for many professionals. Next is Tableau. So if we see, Tableau is a leading data visualization tool known for its ability to handle large data sets and create complex interactive visualization. It also allows user to connect to various data sources, drag and drop fields to create visualizations, and build dashboards that can be shared with others. It is very user friendly, and that's why it is also favorite of some of the professionals, and it has the ability to produce high quality publication ready visuals. So that's why some people prefer to use this. Then Power BI. Power BI, developed by Microsoft, it is another robust tool that allows users to create interactive reports and dashboards. It integrates seamlessly with other Microsoft products and supports a wide range of data sources. Something else about well, it is also known for its data modeling capabilities, and it's is an excellent choice for organizations who's looking to leverage existing Microsoft ecosystems. Next is Python. So Python, if some of you already know about Python language, which is a versatile programming language, and with libraries like Matplotlib, Matplotlib and Seaborn. These are two libraries in Python. It becomes more powerful tool for data visualization. Matplotlib offers a broad range of static, animated, and interactive plots, while Seaborn provides a high-level interface for drawing attractive and informative statistical graphics. Python is highly customizable, so it is often used in conjunction with data analysis tasks. So last is R, which is a programming language also that is particularly strong in statistical analysis, and ggplot2 is one of its most popular package for data visualization. ggplot2 is based on the grammar of graphics, which makes it easy to create complex multi-layered visualizations. um, it's favored by statisticians and data scientists who need to visualize data in a highly customizable and statistically rigorous way. So each of these tools has its place depending on your specific needs and the complexity of the data you are working with. Whether you are looking for ease of use, powerful customization, or integration with other systems, there's a tool that fits the bill. So let's move on to a case study that demonstrates the power of visualization in action. So in this case study, we'll explore how a business utilized data visualization to make more informed decisions. This real world example will show you how data visualization can transfer raw data into insights that drive strategic actions. Now, so let's dive into the case study. So let's begin by looking at the initial data that the company had at their disposal. So the raw data, so the data set in question contains sales data from the past year. It includes key metrics such as revenue, units sold, and customer demographics. So on the surface, this data holds a wealth of information that could inform strategic decisions and drive business growth. However, when presented in its raw form, this data poses several challenges. So first challenge is in its raw state, it can be challenging to spot trends over time. With rows upon rows of figures, it's hard to see the bigger picture. So whether sales are increasing, which products are performing well, or if there are seasonal trends that need attention. That's the first challenge. Second is it's hard to compare different categories. Like raw data often makes it difficult to compare different categories effectively. For example, understanding how different products are performing across various regions or customer demographics can be cumbersome without proper visualization. So third one is time consuming to analyze manually. So analyzing this data manually is time consuming, as you know, and prone to errors. We could have errors while managing this data. Without visual tools, extracting meaningful insights from such a large dataset requires significant effort and can lead to inconsistencies in interpretation. So these challenges highlight why data visualization is so crucial. It transforms overwhelming datasets into clear, actionable insights, allowing decision makers to focus on strategy rather than being bogged down by the complexity of the data. So now, to overcome the challenges we had using the raw data, the company followed a structured data visualization process. This process involves several key steps, each crucial to transforming the raw data into clear, actionable insights. So first, we will do data cleaning. So the first step is in any data visualization process is data cleaning. This involves removing inconsistencies, correcting errors, and filling in any missing values in the dataset. Clean data is essential because any errors or gaps can lead to misleading visualization. So by ensuring the data is accurate and complete, the company laid a solid foundation for reliable analysis. Second is data transformation. After cleaning, the next step is data transformation. This involves aggregating data, creating new metrics, and restructuring the data in ways that make it more suitable for analysis. For instance, the company might aggregate monthly sales monthly sales data into quarterly figures or create new metrics such as sales growth rates. This step is vital for turning raw data into something that can be easily visualized and interpreted. Choosing visualization types. So after this cleaning and transforming, the company then selected the appropriate visualization types. Depending on the nature of the data and the insights they wanted to convey, they chose specific charts and graphs. For example, they might use bar charts to compare sales across different regions, or any line charts to track trends over time. Selecting the right visualization type can is very important for effectively communicating the data story. Last is creating the data visuals. So company used tools like Tableau or Excel to create the actual visualization. These tools allowed them to generate charts, graphs, and dashboards that were both informative and visually appealing. The resulting visuals made it easier for decision makers to quickly grasp key insights and make informed decisions. Okay, so now the final visualizations were carefully crafted to highlight the most important aspects of the data. These visualizations provided clear, actionable insights that were easily understood by stakeholders, enabling them to make informed decisions. So first, if we have a line chart which is used to depict sales trends over the past year. This visualization clearly showed how sales fluctuated month by month, revealing seasonal trends, peaks, and troughs in performance. By analyzing this chart, the company could pinpoint the times of the year when sales were highest and identify periods where performance needed improvement. Second, by creating the second chart, it created to compare the revenue generated by different product categories. So the company used the bar chart. So this made it easy to see which categories were the top performers and which one was lagging. These insights allowed the company to focus their marketing efforts and resources on the most profitable product lines. Third is a pie chart created by the company to break down customer demographics, providing a clear picture of the company's customer base. This one highlighted the distribution of customers across different age groups, genders, and regions. With this information, the company could tailor their products and marketing strategies to better meet the needs of their core demographics. So, if we go to these impact and results, we can say that this visualization made it easy to identify key insights and trends, transforming complex data into straightforward, actionable information. And with these tools in hand, the company could make data-driven decisions that aligned with their business objects, ultimately leading to improved performance and strategic growth. So, as I said, the whole case study was just to show you a real world scenario from a business owner's perspective or a business perspective. So that's the whole chapter, to just make it clear that how we can use the data visualization to make it more clear in a company, to make it more profitable and get a clear vision of all the data. Because nowadays in market we have a huge amount of data we are collecting from the customers, so these data needs to be processed correctly. So that's all for today's lecture. If you have any question or anything, just email me or let me know if you have any question. Thank you.